Yes. So, this is the framework of life and career skill. So in the P21, they provide us the framework that is probably good for us to apply to our classroom if we would like to enhance students to apply their skills. This is what they concern as a life and career skills. So thinking they mentioned about flexibility and adaptability. And another one is initiative and self-direction, and social and cross-cultural skill, and productivity and accountability, leadership and responsibility. So this is the idea that student needs to practice. This is not only the understanding, knowledge. So do the issue of sustainability and society and cultural management, entrepreneur management, and public policy management related to your teaching. I ask the participant. So everyone is mentioned in the right way. So is it related to explanation of the spring? Yeah. So is it related to living in the 21st century? So what did you know about STEM education? I asked them, and so everyone is kind of mentioned about integrated discipline. So it's quite on the right way. It's quite good. So what is the STEM education? We need to practice knowledge. It's idea of STEM and STEM education. Before that, before the 21st century, we teach them the data and knowledge. So to practice knowledge, we need people to collect the knowledge and try to design some new thing, initiative. So this is kind of creativity, as a picture shows you here. The data is quite fragment. So the knowledge put the pattern up, and the creativity is create new value about that. So we need students who create new value. So in the US, they have the curriculum about practice knowledge. You probably know already. If you don't know, you can search from the Google about next generation science standard. This is the standard for practicing. This is good for how to organize the STEM education in Asia. I think we can learn from them, from the US. This is the curriculum from the USA. And so I'm thinking about how can practicing knowledge in STEM and STEM education. So we need to provide some 21st century skill through the partnership 21st, and provide a classroom solving problem in the real world, ask them to innovation as the art or creativity, and provide them innovative thinking. And I think one more thing important, computational thinking. If you understand about computational thinking, you probably know that this idea is appear everywhere in the society right now. They put in how to design and how to build up the system in the economy, in the industrial. So you can search further about this, because today I just review about important. I'm do a lot in my research about this computational thinking. Yeah, I probably share you later about my research about this. So this is idea about practicing knowledge. So how can we know they are practicing knowledge as a STEM and STEAM education? We can know when they design some protocol. You probably know the Kyoto Protocol. Is talking about the global warming. Yeah, so the citizen provide some protocol to solving the problem, or to find the easy way to go together, and to communicate with author, how to practice knowledge. The entrepreneur people normally provide some prototype and provide some flowchart or even system, model diagram simulation. This is kind of people practicing knowledge. So to organize this thing, it's not, we can use the single discipline, single subject. We need to integrate it subject. So ask students to do protocol, prototype, flowchart system, and model diagram simulation as a case, as a how can we know they learn about practicing knowledge. So in STEM education, more 2015 provides some characteristics here. So I learned from them and we try to design some learning activity. Here, this is kind of content and practice. In the 20th century, we try to teach the knowledge for them, for students. But in the 21st century, we try to teach content and practice as a skill for the real world problem solving. So we need some skill to be the success on the way of problem solving. Those skills we recognize as the 21st century. So the idea of STEM education is about the discipline integrated. So science, mathematics, and art, and many subjects as a content, and the idea of practice or process, we can see, we can recognize it as a technology and engineering. So it is in STEM education, this is about the knowledge as a subject or discipline, and the practice as a process to do something as technology and engineering integrated together. Okay. What and how should we prepare STEM education learning activity? I summarize as we need to give students a chance to find a real world problem. We need to enhance them to develop prototype as a solution of those real world problems. And their prototype are represented or practice knowledge as a STEM education, as a STEM knowledge. And on the way to practice knowledge, students are not only apply critical knowledge. The critical knowledge is about the content as the provide in the curriculum, but we need also the soft and liquid skill, because on the way to solving problems, students probably find some difficult. They can have the leadership or find the partnership, find people to help them some skill. So not only the critical knowledge as provided in the curriculum, but soft skill also. So in Thailand, but in fact, not only in Thailand, I try to enhance people in Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos to prepare STEM teaching approach. The 7 state of teaching approach here. Now we publish some paper, around 20 paper about how to teach STEM education regarding this approach. So we provide students STEM education activity regarding 7 state of teaching. And then right now we have some publication. So today I suggest you to if you like to prepare STEM education teaching activity, learning activity, you can follow this stage. Yeah, I will send you also later about what the paper. I'll send you to Professor Ismail about my paper. Yep, Professor Ismail. Today I prepare the audience about what and how important of STEM education. We can imagine it is important via the what the 21st century require, and then we prepare some teaching activity to ask students practice some knowledge for the solving problem in the real world. Okay, here is today I just share you about my idea laughing. Okay. This is all of my idea today. Also, Ismail. Hello. Yeah, this all of my presentation today.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Achans. It might be a good one that we can develop classroom research, action classroom research, then how to implement the seven strategy of the uh, about this one, and somehow because this is the initial discussions that we can go forward for our collaborative research. So if we can move forward after this one, that we can have the round table discussions, and I will invite a friend of us for those who are interested to join this small group of cooperations. One more things, actually, this is the third day of colloquium. This is the early stage of research, and then in kind to move forward for these ones. So I would like to write down and share to you about the possibilities of the quote unquote project that we can have to enhance our cooperations. The first ones, it is about the summer school, maybe. Yeah, host, can you set up me as the co-host to make sure I can share screen? Pak Abu Rizal Akbar, can you set up me as the co-host, please? To make it easy for me to share screen to Achan, Prof. Chokchai. Yeah, it seems that our host is some other activity, since if we are going forward for the Zoom, we are on the multitasking. But I will write down here on the chat box that Prof. Chokchai can see that one more things that we can have summer school on STEM educations. Yeah. And Prof. Chokchai is one of the keynote speaker. This is the one. And the second one, we can have the collaborative research. The main topic is STEM in Southeast Asia. Yeah, and the third one, we can have by the end of the year, we can have conversations about our report, STEM in Southeast Asia. It might be these three kind of activity that we can have will enhance our cooperations through Indonesia, Thailand, and most of the country right here in Southeast Asia. And let me establish in the early stage the small team of this one, and after having the team, I will back to Prof. Chokchai what is the possibilities that we can have to do for the next step of this one. But since that I'm involving to the program ASRN, so it might be that we can have the something we to extend our ASRN conference, yeah, to Prof. Chokchai, yeah, and then this is a very good initiative actually that we can have it about this. So let me see how the possibilities to go forward and make sure what is the kind of activity that we can have. And then thank you to Prof. Marekon Fire. He already here in the Zoom meeting, and maybe he can share with us the situation of the day in Philippines, in Mindanao, and Prof. Chokchai has the good friend there from Philippines somewhere else. So would you like Prof. Chokchai to respond from the issues that I type on the chat box, the proposal that if you have additional ones, so I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah, please.
Sorry. What? I saw the chat box. What you would like me to do?
Yeah, I already write down there in the chat box some proposal of to extend our cooperations for this year 2023 to 2024, the project that we can go and move forward for our small team. And I'm thinking to have the first one, summer school on STEM educations. The second one, collaborative research. And the third is about the conference session about STEM, and to extend our IUCSRS conference for these situations. So what do you think, or what is the response that we can go for this one? Time is yours, Prof.
Yes, I think it's good that we have some issue around here, so we can go bit by bit about this issue. Yeah, I'm agree that we can have this activity. Yeah. So what about SOCIO conference? Who gonna be the host for this year?
Prepare, and I will be back soon to you, Prof, about this detail, because this is the initial discussion for this one, and I will let you know soon about the situation after this one. And then it might be we have a lot of time to do, and since this week and the early next week, I will come up with the meeting to see the possibilities to implement our program for this ones. One more things, actually, since Prof. Aisha not in the chair anymore, so we cannot come up with the program of the IUCSRS conference. And the last meeting with her, I proposed that we should maintain this umbrella of IUCSRS, because it is already has its own place in our heart, and we have we cannot say it's extensive network, but in the same times, we actually already have the situations to do the collaborative over there. So it might be a good one to continue and to extend this one, and we can move forward to have these situations. That's my idea, Prof. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm okay to cooperation with you, and I think we can discuss further. How was the Professor Isha? She great, Professor Isha.
Yeah, she already retired from the university, but even though that these situations we can have this one, and then somehow we can still extend these situations. But don't be worried, a chance. I'm more than happy to got the estafette from Prof. Aisha to do this one. So it might be a good one to do this situation after this one. Yeah, so we will moving and go forward. And then we have still time, at least 15 minutes to go. So if you have some idea to do, so it might be a good one to listen or to hear something from you again.
Okay, I'm okay with your list here. I'm interested in the cooperation in STEM, education. So I think we can have some further discussion bit by bit for each activity in the future, and we can make the timeline, and we can thinking about how can we find the funding or something that we can organize, or we can, what kind of activity that we can do. Is this the online activity or the physicality? I mean we attend by person, in person. Yeah. Okay. I'm very happy to talk to you again today, and I think we can develop further cooperation. Also, Dr. Ismail, today I'm on the way to go to Cambodia. So may I stop the conversation?
Okay, thank you, Prof. I'm happy if you can send me your file of your presentations. And one more things, then the contact of our friends in Cambodia, that we can have it to further. Thank you very much, everyone of these conversations. Hopefully you will have another traveling to Cambodia will arrive there in very good ones. And then thank you. Yeah, thank you for this one. And we will stop, and thank you very much. And see you in 4:30 with the moderator Ibu Silsiani from Institute Mekong Kenggari, and then one of speaker from Prof. Marekon. Thank you. Bye, Prof.
Bye.